application and situation. So what does it mean real time? Real time means guaranteed time. Okay? So if you decide a policy, so each processor should get the first response, which means the response time should be less than 10 nanosecond, the millisecond. Okay? If your algorithm has guaranteed this less than 10 millisecond waiting time, we can say that is a real-time operating system. So when we are saying the real time, it's a guaranteed time. Even though you believe your CPU and the scheduler, everything is perfect, who knows? Sometimes it's slower because of the malfunction or because of the other application. So in nowadays such a real-time CPU scheduling is very, very important to guarantee certain event action. Okay. There are two types of the real-time system. One is the soft real-time. Soft real-time is try as much as possible to meet the policy guarantee, certain threshold. But maybe it can be over than 10 milliseconds, so it's not 100% guarantee, but try to our best. Hard real-time system is must meet such a requirement in any situation. So definitely hard real-time is more difficult, the problem. So there are two types of the latency that can affect the CPU, the scheduling. One is interrupt latency. Interrupt latency is when something, for example, I/O is done, this controller stop, interrupt the operating system, then operating system stop the CPU. Okay, that amount of time is the delayed time overhead. Okay, that is considered as the interrupt latency. Also, once in case of the dispatcher or scheduler is activated, like the new process is coming, or from the running state, the move to the wait or the ready queue, something like that. Then, anyway, CPU scheduler is also process, need to get the CPU resource. So during that time, no other process can get the CPU time. That is also delay of the time. It's called the dispatcher latency. There are two types. So we need to minimize. Also, we need to consider such a dispatcher and interrupt the latency to guarantee to meet the requirement. This is a dispatcher latency. So to implement such a thing, we need to consider the priority-based scheduling. So in case the important event, we need to give the priority. Also, at that time, so periodically we need to check the such a priority from the ready queue. Also, we need to consider to meet the such a guaranteed time. So we need to consider latency also. Two types of the latency. I'm going to skip the virtualization for the scheduling. The different thing is I use the virtual machine to demonstrate the multi-level feedback queue. In terms of the operating system that I show you, that operating system does not know whether this is the real CPU or not. Okay, that's the only difference. The other, in terms of the scheduler, is the same as the real operating system. Okay, so we will see some quickly example of the scheduling in the Linux, Windows, and the Solaris. The next class, then we will move to the last part of the process management, which is the deadline management. Also, your midterm exam is from the chapter 1 through chapter 6, this part, and it will be week after, maybe next week, sometime next week, Monday or Wednesday, Tuesday or Thursday, I will little bit explain about how you can prepare for the midterm exam. Any question? Okay, thank you so much. You right now you can start your project 1. There's no extension, definitely. It's a hard deadline. It's a real time scheduling. It's not software, it's a hard real time. So
Microsoft, last time you told us it is possible to extend the time.
because we meet the schedule, so I don't think we need to, in case we delay of the, because beginning of class, first week, second week, we little bit delayed of the schedule, but this time I meet the schedule, so I do not extend. Yes.
What is the deadline for the process?
When is the deadline, G?
21 October.
After the midterm exam, I think.
After
So we need to do that.
1 week.
Yeah, that's the after midterm exam. Okay? So while you are implementing, you can start the midterm exam. It's a very good example of the midterm exam, right? Very easy. I can make only the list of the process state and what is the average waiting time, what is the turnaround time. The problem is which one is the correct answer. Okay. Any other question? Okay, thank you. And